You slowly start.
You can't pray at all.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I like at the end of the day.
Oh wait.
The people you surround yourself with is the person that you end up becoming. They feel like
In
they're free from
religion,
everything,
yeah.
and they can't die the next second.
Hey guys, I'm Fatima.
And I'm Shakaya.
And we are
The Heydri sisters. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. And if you're new, welcome to our YouTube channel.
With Ramadan right around the corner, we've decided that we're going to make a series on how to improve your deen. So we did a video on like, if you're thinking about putting on the hijab, you should do it. And we did another video on how to prepare for Ramadan. And in this video, we're going to be talking about 5 or 6 ways?
6.
Well, yeah, 6 ways. 6 things that you can do or work on in order to stay on track with your deen and be on the right side.
Let's get right into it.
Okay, the first thing on the list is that you need to attend the mosque as frequently as possible. That means Jummah prayers, when there's lectures, when there's like special events, anything like that, try your best to be at that event, because constantly being at the mosque just puts you in the right environment with the right people, and
definitely
whether you're focusing on it or not, it just mentally helps you become a better Muslim.
Just the environment, honestly.
Just the environment, yeah.
Like whatever mosque is your local mosque, make sure you follow their social media, because usually obviously they post, you know, if they have any lectures coming up or events, and just keep up. And trust me, it's going to help you in so many ways that you didn't even imagine.
Even being surrounded with the people that are from the same religion as you, doesn't even have to be the same background, because honestly it doesn't matter. As long as you're like from the same deen, you guys could be
different races, different colors, whatever. It just puts you in the right mindset. Do you know what I mean? The right environment will put you in the right mindset. Even if you're not clocked in during the moment, trust me, like hearing the adhan, hearing the Quran recitation, everything, it's gonna change you.
The second thing that you can do around your house in order to stay on track with your deen is, this is like a little life hack that I've learned throughout the years. It's to have like little Qurans, or even like English translations of Quran, and just place them in different rooms of the house. Rooms especially that like you and your family mostly stay at.
Spend
so
most
like
of your
living
time.
rooms, dining rooms, and like even every other person's room. Make sure you have like a little Quran on the table, or even if it's not Quran, if it's an Islamic book, have it in every single room. So as you're sitting, as you're like talking with your family or watching TV, you just like take a look around and you see the Quran, and then that can just motivate you to just pick it up and start reading it. Because when it's out of reach, so out of sight, out of mind, right?
So true,
If
you're not seeing it, then
if you don't see it, you don't think about it.
You're gonna be like later. But if you keep seeing it in every room, you're gonna be like, you know what? Let me just
even like sometimes even if you don't feel like reading it, I feel like you'd feel ashamed of yourself. You're like, it's right there, right in front of me.
In every room. Why am I not? Especially if you keep seeing it in every single room, you know what I mean?
And the thing is, I've learned something throughout the years, that you don't have to make the whole, just because you want to read Quran, it doesn't mean you have to read a whole chapter, like a whole, I don't know, like 10-15 pages. It doesn't have to be that many. For me, sometimes when I'm in a hurry, when I don't have enough time, I read 2 lines, but I really take a moment to reflect on the meaning.
The meaning of the verse. Of course.
So it doesn't have to be, I don't know, a chapter like so many pages. Sometimes even if you can read a few lines, as long as you can reflect on those lines and think about the meaning and the message that your creator Allah is trying to get to you, that just puts you in a happy mood.
If you struggle to read it like in Arabic, especially if you have books, you know, that have the clear translation, that just motivates you even more. You know, it gets you started somewhere, so you can like move forward. Like seeing the translation, it's like, okay, I can read the English version and then I can understand it, you know what I mean? You can slowly start working towards like reading it in Arabic and then understanding it.
When I was little, I had this little misconception that a lot of people told me, that when you read the Quran, it has to be in Arabic, otherwise you don't get the good deeds.
Otherwise it doesn't count.
So I used to be so sad because we don't understand Arabic. So I was like, it was so difficult for me. I was like, even when I'm reading it, I don't even know what I'm saying, because I would try my best to read it in Arabic, but it probably wasn't the right way anyways. And then I was like, oh my God, I really want to read the translation, but if I'm not getting the same amount of good deeds, then what's the point? The whole point of the Quran is to put you on the right track, to get a message across to you. That being said, read it in whatever language that you're comfortable with. But obviously, reading it in the original language that it came in is a plus. Like, you're literally getting the full effect. But if you can't read it in Arabic, that's fine. Don't limit
Start off
yourself.
somewhere,
Yeah, don't limit yourself. Just read it with the translation.
Yeah. Number 3, don't abandon worship during the time of the month. Now, honestly, it can be really difficult, you know, while you have your period, like as girls, and then it's like, it's really hard because like you're not praying, you know, the daily prayers. So it's like, it's really hard to keep the connection. But honestly, try your best to do dhikr, try your best to just like sit and, you know, just talk to Allah, you know, just like make du'as, this, you know, form of worship, and just stay connected and like listen to Quran recitations, like read Quran online.
But obviously,
you know,
you can't touch the Quran.
Yeah, that's what I said, online.
Yeah.
So yeah, honestly, when it's the time of the month, it can be really hard because like you don't pray, like, you know, the mandatory prayers.
A good practice that you can follow is when it's during a specific prayer time and you have free time and you're just sitting there not doing anything. Instead of just sitting around and not doing anything just because you know that you don't have to pray, just sit down, grab a book, Islamic book, listen to a lecture, do some dhikr, literally do anything that will remind you that this is a time of prayer. Yeah. And if I'm not praying, I'm doing other sorts of worship.
Forms of worship, yeah.
That keeps you on track with your deen even when you have your period. Because a lot of girls, they have their period for like a whole week, and that's a long time to go without praying, without worshipping. It spiritually makes you feel lost and confused. Yeah. So at the end of your period, a lot of girls they go through depression.
They do.
They go through, I don't know, like down times. Well, that's because you were disconnected from your deen. Yeah. Yeah.
So try your best to just stay connected while in your period.
Another thing is that you can listen to Islamic lectures, especially when if you can't do it at home, or if you think, oh, I don't have enough time, when you go outside on a walk, when you're literally on your way to work, if you're on your way to school. What else?
Chuck some headphones on and just listen.
Yeah, just listen to lectures.
Because it's actually so peaceful. Honestly, listening to lectures and just walking, especially at the end of the day. I like doing it at the end of the day.
Yeah. Timing doesn't matter as long as you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like at the end of the day.
Oh, wait. Don't forget that you can still go to the mosque even if you have your period. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can go to the mosque if it's Jummah prayer and you have your period. You can still go to the mosque. You can listen to the khutbah, listen to the lecture.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like, okay, I have my period, why would I go to the mosque?
Yeah, like, oh.
But then
I'm just going to stay away from everything religious.
Yeah, that's what it sometimes feels like. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you don't have to, like, obviously do the prayer, but you can just sit there, listen to the shaykh and stuff, you know?
Yeah, listen
just
to the
speak,
shaykh.
listen to the Quran recitation. Yeah. It all adds up. Like, at the end of the day, you don't realize it, but, like, every little step you take, they all add up.
Into making you a better Muslim. Number 4 is praying on time, no matter where you are, what you're doing, or what time.
Who you're with, where you're going.
Or what prayer of the day.
Who, when, where, what.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Prioritize your prayer.
Yeah,
pray
100%.
On time. Yeah.
Because some people feel like, okay, I'm going out, so I'll just leave the prayer until after I come home. It's like, no. Take wudu from home. Honestly, no matter what, when you leave the house and you're going out, and then you know you're going to be out while it's the time of prayer, just take wudu. Trust me, you have no idea how long you can actually hold it for. Yeah. Sometimes it's like, you don't even need to go to the bathroom, and then you're already at a place and you're like, wow, I could have taken wudu and I could have been praying by now.
And even if you can't hold wudu, have a water bottle with you at all times. So when it is prayer time, you can do wudu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's no excuse.
If you're at work, I'm pretty sure your workplace has a place for you to pray. Even if they don't, you can ask for one. And so it's your religious right. You can ask your workplace to provide you with a place of prayer. And if you're at school, same thing, right? You can ask your teachers and your principal. And if they don't, even if it's taking them a while, you can pray outside on the grass. You literally have no excuses.
No excuse, honestly.
And a little life hack: if you're out and about and you're shopping and it's prayers time.
Oh yeah.
We always pray in the change rooms.
Literally.
It's so comfortable, so private, and no one's gonna bother you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We usually just take a piece of clothing and then we just pray on top. Yeah. Obviously, we don't make it dirty. Calm down, guys. It's not like that. Obviously, we keep it clean because we're literally praying. Yeah. Why would we destroy something while praying and then we just go return it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Just put it back where it was.
The whole point is that when you pray on time, you're prioritizing your deen. And obviously you're showing Allah that I'm putting in the efforts, I'm trying my best to be a good Muslim, a better Muslim. In return, Allah helps you. Allah sees your efforts. He sees how hard you're trying. He sees how much struggles you have to go through in order to get your prayers done on time. in return, you'll be rewarded, inshallah. Yeah, if not in this world, in hereafter.
Amen.
Yeah, so don't forget to pray on time, no matter the location or the setting.
Sometimes when you're out in public, you know, when you're praying, let's say you're at a park, right? You're at a gathering, you're at a park and you want to pray, but like there's non-Muslims around and you're probably thinking, they don't know what I'm doing, they're just going to judge me. Honestly, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, who's the real judge here? It's Allah. Who cares about what they think? Who cares about what they're going to say? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just humans. At the end of the day, they're going to judge no matter what. So just pray. Who cares what they say? Do you know
Honestly,
what I mean?
I used to make a big deal out of what people thought of me when I was outside praying. Astaghfirullah, in a way, this was a long time ago. I used to feel ashamed for being myself, for being Muslim. I was like, oh my God, these people, they're looking at me, oh, what do they think?
Especially when you know that they don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I was like, they probably think I'm so weird. I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. I don't want to do this. But when you truly think about it, it does not matter.
No,
because you're doing something that Allah requires you to do. Then who cares about what anyone else thinks? Who cares about the creation when the creator is happy?
Literally. So don't make excuses when you're going out. Pray, and that's on period. Because let's be honest, we're in 2025. There's literally public bathrooms everywhere. No matter where you are, there's no excuses. If you're at work, school, that's religious right. You can go pray. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you're asking, don't be rude about
it. Even when you're traveling, people pray on the plane, literally sitting down on their chair.
Yeah.
People pray in the car if there's no way of stopping, literally sitting down.
Yeah.
Yeah. What matters is that you prioritize your deen.
Obviously, yeah. You shouldn't act like that's a disturbance to your day.
Yeah.
That, matter of fact, should be the highlight of your day.
Yeah. You have to plan your life in a way where it's
revolved around your
religion, rather than like filling your religion around your life.
Like religion is like a burden. That shouldn't be the case.
Like, oh my God, if I get time, I'll get it done. If I do this, if I have enough time, then I'll get my prayer done. No,
it shouldn't be like that.
Prioritize your prayer, no matter what. You know when you go on holidays?
Yeah.
When you go on holiday, a lot of people, I'm not saying everyone, but some people, like Muslims, they abandon their prayer.
They do.
Or even if they do pray, it's like not on time. It's after the prayer time has already passed, they pray.
Because it's like we're on holiday.
Yeah, they lose that connection with their deen. Yeah. So once they come back home, they feel so depressed. They have that post-holiday depression because they completely forgot what normal life, routine, everything else was like. So that, I'm speaking to myself when I talk about this. Years ago, when we used to go out, when we used to go on holidays, I used to completely lose myself. I used to be so indulged in having fun and doing things that was out of the ordinary that I would completely like abandon my prayer. Astaghfirullah. I'm not saying this so you can do it. What I'm trying to tell you is that when you stay on track with your deen, no matter where you are, you avoid having random depressive episodes.
Yeah, that's so true. Like it becomes less and less. You realize that the more you stay track on just like praying on time, like it creates discipline. It creates discipline in your mind to the point where you're like, I'm praying now. Yeah. This is the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your day has structure. Your day has routine.
Yeah.
Like, you know, going on holiday, sometimes it's like living the moment. People take it way too far to the point where it's like, forget about everything. Like they feel like they can't.
They feel like they're free from everything.
They feel like they're free from everything, and they can't die the next second.
Yeah, I feel like they forget that because
they're having too much fun. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Living in the moment, so they're taking it too far.
The main thing is that you surround your life, you plan your life around your deen, not the other way around. Anything else that comes around, it has to be
revolved around your
deen. Yeah, your deen has to be priority number one, and everything else under and around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure your deen is the center of your life, and everything else just surrounding it.
Not your deen just like popping here and there, like hello, do you see me?
Yeah. Speaking of praying on time, that takes us on to number 4.
4.
Surround
five? Yeah, okay. Whatever. You guys get the point.
Surround yourself with the right group of people / friends.
100%. So
you have a lot to say about this.
I have a lot to say about this one. The people you surround yourself with is the person that you end up becoming.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not. But this actually is so crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a perfect example, right? I never had freckles. I started hanging around with people who have freckles. Wallahi, I started getting freckles out of nowhere. Listen, this sounds like such a weird example.
No, it's not. It's cute.
But it's cute and it's literally true.
It goes to show how much people it goes to show that how much impact the people
You surround
around you.
yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
you surround yourself with have.
Yeah, the impact he has on you.
Yeah.
Because this is literally something physical. You know, it's usually something like internal, right? Like you changed as a person. But like this literally physically happened to me. I started getting freckles.
Yeah.
Literally the year, the month, the week. Yeah, you get the point.
Make sure you surround yourself with mainly people that are Muslims. Because at the end of the day, no matter how good your friends are, if they're not Muslims, then they don't really help you in terms of your deen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, sometimes, let's be honest, even if they are Muslim, sometimes they don't help.
Yeah, so that's why I was saying
So
people.
the right people, it
Right
doesn't
people,
have
yeah.
to be Muslims, you
Yeah.
know? There's some friends that will literally like remind you, oh, like I have friends that's just like, oh, is it a prayer time? I was like, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
It
as
just
in like,
amazes
you mean like your non-Muslim friends?
Yeah, non-Muslim friends.
Oh, yeah.
Is it prayer
Okay.
time? Or if you
I take it back, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you swear and they're like, oh, you know, are you meant to say that? You're Muslim.
Yeah.
And
they
then
put you
like,
on the spot
they
in a
put
way
you on
we
the
didn't
spot.
expect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So honestly, it can be Muslim and non-Muslim. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like obviously having righteous Muslim friends, they help you become a way better Muslim, and they're going to be there for you on the day of judgment. You know?
Literally, yeah. Like they're gonna help you out in ways that, you know, you didn't even imagine. Like obviously, as long as they're righteous, I guess.
When you're with your friends, and sometimes if you're struggling to, I don't know, pray on time, or you're not really on good terms with your deen, if you see them pray, if you see them reading the Quran, if you see them like wearing the hijab properly, in a way that inspires you to do the same thing.
Naturally, you start copying their actions.
Yeah.
Like the way that they act, the way that, you know, whatever they're doing, you just follow it.
Yeah.
Because they're your friends. You hang out with them, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you guys are connected in a way where like...
You know, when you hang out with a group of people that use like, I don't know, certain words, certain slangs, like ways of talking, before you know it, you start acting like them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So true. Well, that brings that video to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys took some great points because, you know,
I hope this helps you prepare in becoming a better Muslim, and also prepare for Ramadan.
yeah, and implementing these things into your life so
Yeah.
you can stay track on your deen. Because we are not perfect and we try to do this as much as possible, honestly.
We try, sometimes we fail, sometimes we're consistent. So it fluctuates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you're trying your best, honestly, like trying your best. I'm not talking slacking.
Alright, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment down below.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on your notifications so you get notified every time we
post
a
another
video.
which is Sunday and Wednesdays.
Bye guys.